David Menzies for Rebel News here in Kitchener, Ontario. And folks, I'm standing outside Bingham's Conference Centre. This is a site of a Mark Carney rally. We decided we would drop by, see what kind of reception we'd get. And it began incredibly well. An elderly gentleman in a red windbreaker, looks like he was part of the Carney team. In fact, I'm pretty sure of it. He told us to come in. He let us cut the lineup with other journalists because there's a media registration booth. I couldn't believe it either, folks, but here's the evidence. While it started out well, kind of very quickly turned into a Yoko Ono concert, is something that gets horrid very quickly. Check it out.
Come in here.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay.
The media is just inside the door here on the right-hand
great.
side.
Thank you, sir.
You're very
Stay
welcome.
warm, eh?
We'll try.
Okay. How you doing?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Which outlet are you with?
Oh, Rebel News. Yes.
Sorry, guys. So you're actually not invited in this
Oh,
event, sir.
actually, don't touch me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The gentleman in the red jacket actually intercepted us and told us to come in here to register for media.
No, incorrect. You folks are not invited to this event.
Lincoln, did we catch that on film? Yeah, so
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
No, you're starting to lie like Mr. Carney himself. So who are you, anyways?
He's looking for security.
Okay.
These two
Yeah,
gentlemen
I knew
here.
it.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
we need to get them in.
Private event.
Yeah, we were invited in by
that's-
one of them.
That's
no,
incorrect. Somebody
no,
made a mistake.
There's
No,
a guest
don't-
list to get into the building, sir.
I'm media.
Okay, but there's a guest list to get into the
I'm
building.
not a guest.
Right, you're not a guest, which is
So-
why you can't be here.
All right, so who are you exactly?
We're security for the venue.
Oh, okay. Can I see your security license?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm not Clark Kent. I can't read it through your pocket, sir. You're gonna have to show it to me.
Sure, absolutely. We'll get those out for you. But you are going to be leaving today. Just so
Not
we're
until I
clear.
see those, or what? You're gonna rough me up?
Well, no, you're gonna
There's my
be asked to
security
leave.
license.
Okay,
Same
thank
as
you.
what's on my shirt.
Appreciate it.
You got mine in here somewhere.
And if you want to see the interaction we had with the usher, he actually intercepted us telling us to come in here.
So the folks that are running the event have asked you to leave.
Okay.
So now it's time to
Who
leave, 'cause
who
you're
is that?
trespassing.
Who are the folks?
The client that has rented the venue.
And that would be.
So that would be the Liberal Party that is running
okay.
this venue.
Okay, but no name, right?
No.
Why was Mark Carney such an outspoken advocate for press freedom
Okay,
last
so
year?
now we're going to ask you to
Oh,
leave.
but you didn't show me your.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't show you that.
Okay,
And he's a
well,
manager,
you,
so
well,
technically
you,
he doesn't
you are
have,
breaking.
but he does
So-
have.
Oh, really? Is
There's
that?
his-
You can,
his
you can make a
license
complaint.
Yeah,
You can
that's
make a
something on
complaint
a
to the
shirt.
ministry.
Yeah.
But we are going to ask you to leave.
Okay, I'm going to
So-
go, but you are breaking the law
Yeah,
right now because
thank
you
you.
didn't show me
I
your
appreciate
license.
that. Yeah, but you're
you
leaving.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is Mark Carney's Canada, and we are being. Please get your hand off me. I am. Okay. And we're being frog marched out by, even though we were invited in. So it's business as usual. You remember, folks, Mark Carney, in Davos no less, last year, was an outspoken advocate for press freedom. And now, all of a sudden, he is not. So anyways, we'll just do streeters with people and see what...
Over here for a minute.
Get your hands off of me.
just hang on
Get
over
your
here.
I am...
Selling any
Get,
Trump swag today there,
Pardon
buddy?
me?
Selling any Trump swag on your stupid website, you traitor?
we're a traitor. What makes you say that, sir?
Well, on your website, you're selling pro.
Okay, you've been asked to leave, so you can't be on the
You're gonna leave
property at all.
property.
We
Right off
left the building.
No,
Yeah, you're
this
gonna
is
leave
still
the
a property.
property.
You still haven't shown me your
got that.
license.
You're correct. That is
Officer, this man has
Yeah,
not
he's
shown
not
me
gonna
his
do anything.
security license.
The police are not going to
The
get...
Waterloo Region's coming down here in a moment.
Oh, you're RCMP.
Yeah.
Okay, then is Greg Duchamel here, sir?
I have no idea who's here.
Oh, okay then.
Right,
How
all
about
I
yourself?
know
Is
is
Greg
what-
Duchamel the man who falsely arrested and assaulted me last year? Is he here?
I have no idea.
You don't know who he is?
I know the name, but I
Okay,
don't
then.
know if he's here.
Why is he not confined to a desk job after his
been
behavior?
asked
We're
to
done.
leave.
We're done.
Okay, we're done.
You're going to get arrested if you don't
You
leave
know.
the property. You're going to get arrested if you don't leave the property.
All right.
You've
Well,
been
we
asked to
don't
leave the
want that.
property.
You still
gonna-
haven't shown me your
You
license.
got it. You're bang on. You're 3
And
for
officer,
3.
you have no problem with him breaking the law
Yeah.
by him not showing me his
It's
security
actually not
license.
for him to enforce.
Pardon me?
He's an agent of the
Yeah, I don't know that until he shows me the license officer.
Anyhow,
You've seen
yeah.
my license.
Yeah, I haven't
We're
seen
all
this
good.
guy.
We're all good.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
Find something else to dig into, but it's not going to be that today.
What dig into?
gonna
What are
leave
you
the-
talking about?
I don't know. You're looking for an interview about something,
Yeah.
right? Anyhow, I don't know.
Why does
But
Mr.
you're gonna leave
Carney?
the property. I'm not
Yeah,
getting into
I'm walking.
what Mr.
I'm
Carney.
walking.
Yeah, you're leaving the property.
No, well,
or you're going to get arrested and
that's-
charged.
I'm
Same with him.
walking.
Both
I-
of you. Yeah,
what am I
leave.
supposed to do? Do
I don't
Olympic
know.
time running?
If you can,
Huh?
keep
well,
moving.
Well, I got two artificial hips. It's going to be really, really tough.
Okay.
You know.
Keep moving. When you stop, you're going to get arrested.
You know what? I think you're a
When
nice
you
guy under normal circumstances.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're being
Well,
so
we've been
mean.
hired-
I don't
we've
know
been
why
hired
you're.
to do security here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you weren't
Yeah.
invited to the event, and you're not on the guest list.
I guess this is indicative of the kind of country we will have under Mark Carney. Really no difference from how blackface deals with the independent media.
These two fellows have been asked to leave.
We are
So
leaving,
they
as you can see,
go-
officer.
As long as they keep moving, it's not an issue. If they stop, they're going to be arrested.
Well, I can't stop. This jabron just told somebody with Waterloo Regional Police that if we stop, right? If we stop moving, we're going
this
to
a
be
public street
arrested. Hey, how you doing? Are you here to support Mark Carney?
Exactly.
Why?
Oh, it's a good time.
Isn't this a public street now?
The Carney attendees like the security guards. But thank you. Hey, folks, are you Mark Carney supporters?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Yes, I am.
Just because I am. Are you a Mark Carney supporter, sir?
Sure, yes, I am.
Why?
He's an economist with a good head and a shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Why did
Yeah,
Mark Carney
right.
move the head office of Brookfield Asset Management to the States?
Moving. We're going to keep moving.
I am moving.
Holy crap, how far?
If you have
these-
vision problems, I know a good optometrist. I'll give you a card.
How far are they making him walk?
So, as I understand it, the first meter is the municipality,
Sidewalk is
right?
the property limits.
And no, that's not true. The first meter of land.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, fair enough. Just explaining the rules, you know. Anyways, folks, this is incredible. We're going to stand on the first meter of land. So here we are on the sidewalk. Evidently, we're allowed to be here. Well, for now, who knows what will happen should Mark Carney become prime minister. But you know, it's amazing, isn't it, folks? Because Mark Carney told my beloved boss, Ezra Levent, about 13 or 14 months ago in Davos, no less, he was a big supporter of freedom of the press. This was on the heels of my arrest by Royal Canadian Mounted Henchman Greg Dumichel. But here, check out Carney in his own words.
It was absolutely the wrong thing.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Look, freedom of the press. I've been
friends already.
I've been a public figure in Canada. Been a public figure in the UK. I know you got to answer tough questions, and you guys, you ask tough questions, and that's fair.
What changed in the space of a year and a couple of months? Well, Citizen Carney is now non-elected Prime Minister Carney. Just like blackface, he only has time for mainstream media. He has independent media frog marched out of venues at gunpoint, and sometimes he doesn't even have time for mainstream media as well. He can't handle questions from me, and yet he wants to be the prime minister. He wants to have a mandate. He will be dealing with some very tough hombres all over the world, and yet he's like a little timid pussycat when it comes to members of the independent press. That's astonishing. And by the way, I really had a lot of questions to ask Mr. Carney. What's the deal with that photo? Mr. Carney is rubbing shoulders with Miss Maxwell, basically the recruiter of women for Epstein Island. Why won't Mr. Carney divulge his financial holdings? Is it maybe because he could be in a conflict of interest as Prime Minister, i.e. enacting legislation that will further enrich him? Why has Mr. Carney basically pilfered every policy plank from the Pierre Poilievre Conservatives, from axing the carbon tax, well, sort of, to cutting the deficit, cutting the debt, a GST cut for new home buyers, and on it goes. By the way, one noticeable plank he did not copy was revoking Justin Trudeau's odious gun grab. I wonder why. Why does Mr. Carney present himself as an outsider?
You're running as an outsider.
I am an outsider.
He's the ultimate insider. In fact, he's been advising economically Justin Trudeau for the last 5 years. And tell me, folks, has life gotten better or worse for you in just these last 5 years? Why has Mr. Carney welcomed back into the party Sean Fraser? This is a man who Pierre Poilievre described as the worst immigration minister and the worst housing minister in the history of Canada.
He picked the most incompetent immigration minister in Canadian history and put him in charge of housing.
If Mr. Carney's an agent for change, why is the same old, pretty awful talent coming back to the Liberal Party of Canada? You told me off camera, Derek, you were frog marched off the premises almost immediately. And you said something to me yesterday. This is uncanny. An RCMP officer told you about what your status is in terms of how they look at things. You were called what?
A national security threat.
You were a national security threat.
I'm a national security threat.
Do you even have a criminal record, Derek?
Not one criminal record, nothing.
So let me get this straight. In Justin Trudeau's or Mark Carney's Canada, you, somebody espousing for freedom of speech, speaking out against censorship, embracing your right to demonstrate, you are a national security threat. Meanwhile, our own homegrown Al-Qaeda terrorist, a murderer, Omar Carter, he gets a $10.5 million from the Liberal Party of Canada. Please explain to our viewers how to connect these dots, Derek.
I can't connect these dots. Plus, we have RGC terrorists. We have other terrorists marching around doing whatever they want in Toronto. They had me tagged. So as soon as I parked my car, an undercover cop came and said, "What are you doing?" I said,
"What?"
Yeah. They said, "What are you doing?" That's that gray Toyota over there. That's an undercover cop car. And I said, "Well, I'm going to go down to the event." So I went down to the event. Someone did follow me. I lined up. I went in. I had my QR code, but they knew who I was as soon as I walked in. He has complete control over the mainstream media. This is a police state. This is an absolute police state.